Okay, what's up, guys? So, Hot T has uploaded a video talking about Donald Trump. But before I get into that, let me go ahead and because I already knew that was gonna pop up. My laptop is going. It's not like well, it is going dead. It's dying, so I need to. All that wrestling you seen me doing with a cord, bro. Where is it? Freaking I was about to say some stuff where it was like it was just gonna sound somebody was gonna turn it into a sexual joke. So I'm like, let me stop myself before I say anything else. But anyways, yeah, is there something? I thought something was in my teeth. I'm like, what was that? But no, it's just me. I'm just tired and I need to go to sleep and things. I don't know. Well, yeah, I just that was like a strange face. I ain't never made a face like that before in the video. Unless I was like getting mad at video games, but my face wasn't even being shown. But anyways, freaking then got distracted. Stop distracting me. But anyways, yeah, Hot T has uploaded a video titled "Donald Trump has taken it too far." When is he not taking it too far? Like when I started hearing that this man, like how disrespectful he was towards women and stuff, that's when I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, we already know what kind of man this we're dealing with and things. Like he lost my respect though. Like when he just started being like very disrespectful to like Hispanic people and things. That's when I was like, yeah, that little kid in me when I was all happy to see him at WrestleMania 23 and stuff. I was like, that's all gone. I'm like, if you support Trump, that's on you, but don't expect to hear me showing you support or love to him. When yeah, maybe I even yeah, I overall can't. I'm sorry, but this just overall how I feel. But anyways, yeah, make sure you guys go subscribe to Hot Tea for more videos like this. And that being said, let's get into this video. Wait a second, hold up. I didn't even have the Bluetooth stuff on. Scary sometimes. I finally figured out. I finally figured out why it was the audio wasn't playing through my headphones. It was so weird. It played through my earbuds, but it wouldn't play through these headphones. But it was overall saying that the audio was coming from my microphone. I don't even think audio can come from the microphone. That's what I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, hold on for a second. Yeah, there's like, oh, you can plug some headphones up to it. But I'm like, they're Bluetooth. Like, ain't nothing they plug up to it and stuff. But anyways.
Hey guys,
Yeah, I thought this
welcome
stuff was
back
about
to
to
my
fall.
channel and welcome to this week's tea view where we spill the latest tea that happened in the past week. Before we start, just a reminder that I made part 2 of my psycho roommate video on
I
my
need to
second
watch
channel.
that.
I will link the
I might
video in
watch
the
it
description
tomorrow.
box down below. I'm also
If I remember
donating all
to.
the proceeds from that video to organizations supporting the Black Lives Matter movement, so be sure to recommend it to your friends. Also, I did announce the winner of the iPad giveaway on last week's Trisha T.
That's one thing I'm like, yeah, Hot Tea, she like when I think I said in the last video, her showing her support to like Black Lives Matter. And there's people that I know that wasn't even talking. They didn't even mention Black Lives Matter. They made sure they participated in Blackout Tuesday, but you don't see them like say anything else. So to see her speak out and say something about it, like nah, Hot Tea. If I overall never said how much I respect you, I'm saying that now. You have the most respect that I can give out to a person. I'm like, it's just, yeah, yeah, you got my respect. So I don't know how any other way to like put it, but you're always gonna be
Tuesday.
getting
I'm
respect
still
from
getting
me.
a lot of questions about who the winner is, so just go watch that video. The winner still hasn't contacted me yet, so it might just be you. As always, I will leave timestamps in the description below in case you need it. So let's go on to our first topic. As protests against racism and police brutality continue all over the world and North America specifically, a lot of celebrities are using their platforms to spread awareness and to raise funds supporting the cause. We can see Ariana Grande, Harry Styles, Halsey, Shawn Mendes, and Jamie Foxx, just to name a few. Cole Sprouse also mentioned that he was arrested during a peaceful protest in Santa Monica. Now, I do want to take the
I
time
think they
to
said Halsey, she was too. I think she said she either got shot with a rubber bullet or she got arrested. Something happened to her during all of this and things. If it was, I think it was her. I think that's what I was reading. If it wasn't, I don't know where I got that information from, but Yeah, I think there's some, people getting messed up. Even Jeff from Vlog Squad, he got shot with a rubber bullet and stuff, so.
Time to thank these celebrities. The list is very long, so I can't mention everyone, but it is truly heartwarming knowing that the people who are looked up to by specifically the younger generation are active in situations like this.
It's true.
That being said, some people are taking advantage of the situation and using this time to do the exact opposite of the protest's goal, which is ultimately promote world peace. And amongst those people, we can unfortunately find Jake Paul. That's right, one of the highest income earning celebrities on YouTube was charged with criminal trespassing and unlawful assembly after videos appeared to show him participating in a looting at a small mall in Scottsdale, Arizona last week. In these videos, Jake can be seen walking through the mall while looters smash the glass of several stores. He also had his videographer with him. In a released video, Jake said, "I'm just here documenting. I'm not doing anything." He was not arrested.
Here's the thing. Now, I've talked about this, on numerous occasions. You cannot, under any circumstances, trespass into a mall. And that's why it's just like these, not overall to play like the race card or anything. There's like black kids out here living foul too. But it just takes like one time for a white kid to just see some fear. And then at that point, they're all like, I wasn't doing that, and I wasn't trying to, no, you shouldn't have been. My question is, you trying to, document this. You couldn't have done it from outside. You had to go into that mall to document what was going on. Why? There's, no reason for you to go into that mall. And that's why you facing criminal charges and stuff, because you shouldn't have been in there, plain and simple. There's no defense around that. You just got plead guilty and just take whatever charges you get and stuff. If you overall face some jail time, you got to pay a fine, whichever. That's what you're going to have to do. But I don't know. I honestly feel like whatever judge or jury he gets and things, he's overall going to, he's going to be facing some consequences. I just feel like there's going to be people that are he's just some teenage kid out here trying to show out and stuff.
He received a summons to appear in court. In his YouTube video, he said, "In the heat of the moment, I wanted to document what was going on and witness it for myself. That's when I made the poor decision to go inside the mall." Logan Paul also discussed.
And just, to speak more on it, so when all of this stuff, because I live in Washington State, so when all of this stuff was going on downtown, I live maybe 20, 30 minutes outside of downtown Seattle. I wanted to go down there and, do pretty much what he did and document everything that was going on. But I knew that there were stores being raided. People was, going left and right into these stores. There's some stuff that then popped up on the screen that distracted me and things. But anyways, I wanted to overall go downtown and document some stuff, but I was not going to go in any of them stores so I could overall then they assume the nigga watch. They're gonna assume that I'm the one that's stealing the things and I'm getting arrested and stuff. If some cops would have walked up on him and things, what would he have done? What would he have said? There ain't no defense in it. You trespassing in the mall when the mall is closed. You can't do that.
Discussed this on his podcast by saying that he does not agree with Jake being at the site and that it is so unfortunate for him to be caught in situations like this. However, he defends his brother in saying that he did not actively participate in the looting. Now, some people are saying that Jake obviously can't make his own decisions and that he has poor management. Like this one user said, "Jake needs a better manager who has his best interests in mind. This was just dumb." But how old is he? 23? Do you really need a manager to make decisions like not to go in a looting site in the middle of a protest? It seems like every day that these people make stupid decisions, then come on YouTube and apologize for it. How long are you going to keep this up? And even if you did just want to see what was happening inside the mall out of curiosity, did you really need your cameras? Obviously, this was all for views, but this isn't something that's trending right now, and that you just need to be part of it in any way that you can. That being said, Jake is holding a fundraiser on his page, asking people to donate to
and that's not even his. So it's Hot Team might talk
the
about. She might talk about it.
NAACP. He has raised over $40,000, so I guess that's a positive. Moving on from.
But okay, so she didn't mention it. He only raised, I think, maybe $3,000. I think he only or five. I think it was 5,000 because it was at 42,000. So yeah, he only raised like $5,000 for all of that because the person. Yeah, that's just some name, but the midget Asian, is some name, man. But he's the one that raised all that money. He raised a much more higher percentage than Jake Paul did. So yeah, Jake Paul only raised maybe like a few thousand, $5,000 or something like that. Maybe not even that. Maybe it was just only a few thousand. But yeah, this guy, like this midget Asian guy, he overall raised the money for that, and then just Jake Paul gonna make it seem like that he's the one that raised all that money. No, he didn't. He did not do that at all. So that's crazy, man. To take the credit for just for those out there wondering, Jake Paul did not raise all that money. It was that midget Asian. I think Keemstar or somebody had talked about it, but
Raised over $40,000, so I guess that's a positive. Moving on from Jake, let's talk about Donald Trump. Where do I even start with this man? I am so ashamed of him, and I'm not even American. With the United States presidential elections coming up, you'd think this man would be
that's just thank you, Hot Tea, for rubbing it in my face. Like I wish I can say those same words, but sadly I am. Sadly, I was born in Seattle, so it's just something like, man. Can I get that changed though? Can I say that can I say I identify as I'm gonna start saying that. If there's like people that can say they identify as certain things, I'm gonna identify as a Canadian person. I'm nice. I try to be nice, you know. I try to be nice, but
a little more cautious than usual with his words and
Canadian.
actions. You'd think he'd actually be willing to lead his country through these tough times. But no, quite the contrary actually. In a press conference on June 5th, Donald Trump said everyone has to receive fair treatment from law enforcement. Yeah, thanks Donald. Groundbreaking information. He said, "We all saw what happened last week. We can't let this happen again. Hopefully George is looking down right now and saying this is a great thing that's happening for our country. It's a great day for him. It's a great day for everybody." Not only this, but Trump actually praised the police's response to protesters by saying it's called to dominate the streets. Here's what bothers me about all this. First of all, no, it's not a great day for everybody. It's not a great day because George's death should not be the only reason you want equality. America has been struggling with this for centuries. So how about you actually step up and do something rather than feeding people this bullshit? And second, the police aren't just controlling the looters and the rioters. If that were the case, then no one would be complaining. The police are actually arresting peaceful protesters who just want their voices heard. There are so many videos of armed policemen arresting innocent people who aren't even a threat. Remember when I said Jake Paul is too old to need a manager to properly tell him what to do or say? Yeah, well, I take that back. If the president can't tell what is appropriate and what's not, we really can't expect the same from a 23-year-old. I think it's also necessary to mention that it was Donald Trump who supported rioting and violent protests in Iran back in January of this year. Remember when he tweeted, "To the leaders of Iran, do not kill your protesters. Thousands have already been killed or imprisoned by you. And the world is watching. More importantly, the USA is watching. Turn your internet back on and let reporters roam free. Stop the killing of your great Iranian people." Oh god, the hypocrisy. How about you listen to your own advice and stop arresting innocent people? If only this man put even 10% of the focus he puts on the Middle East into his own country, America might truly become great again. On the topic of country leaders...
That's the thing, everybody always says that, like, oh, make America great again, and it's like America is great. America has never been great. America has always been at war. We've always had to deal with some stuff. People dying left and right. They can't live peacefully. There's at least, I'm going to say this, at every point in time within American history, there is at least one person in this country, all the way from its first few days of it being called America, there was always at least one person that was struggling to sleep at night, that was wrongfully getting killed, that was wrongfully getting, beaten, or just like something overall, something bad is happening to a person. Every single day. There has not been one day throughout American history where it's been peaceful, where nobody wasn't getting killed innocently. Like I'm saying, like that's when people, I'm like, when was America ever great? That's my question. Like, when I start hearing like that statement, "Make America Great Again," like, or Trump's making America great, I'm like, it's never been great. Even during the best, even during like whoever they would consider America's like best president and things, and a lot of people will say Obama and stuff, there were still things going on during his day. Still there's things going on. There's kids getting killed at schools, gang members, like, you know, like all these like things that's going on in the world. Like America, even on our best days, it's never been great. So I'm just saying, like, that's just overall how I feel about the whole "Make America Great Again" statement.
And the Black Lives Matter protests. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau takes a knee at an anti-racist protest in Ottawa. He also clapped and nodded his head when a speaker said that everyone must choose to be either a racist or an anti-racist. I do think this is a nice gesture, and it shows that he is clearly taking a side and is an ally to the black community. However, obviously that's not enough, and the country needs more than just a physical act. I think he has the intention to make changes and has the power to do so as well, so I'm looking forward to seeing his actions in the future. While some Canadians praise Trudeau for his action, there are others who aren't as impressed. So easily impressed. We don't want him to kneel. I want him to stand up for black rights and pass legislation for us. I ain't applauding him for this. We need to stop accepting the bare minimum. Another user wrote, "It's not that easy, fam. There are other members of parliament we gotta persuade as well, some Conservative Party members included. We can all say this is a smoke show, but at least we have a leader willing to take a knee for our people. Look down south. The Orange Man refuses to even acknowledge the movement. He's still calling black people thugs. We got a real leader, and this is progress." Moving on.
Here's the thing, and I don't know, maybe call me one of those conspiracy theorist people, but this is what I overall think. I think that there is a higher power in control of like our presidents, prime ministers, and all that stuff, to where they can't go out and make a change. They can't go out and do this, do that, and stuff, you know? Because, yeah, if that was the case, this stuff could have ended a long time ago. A long time ago. But my personal feelings about it, I believe that there is a higher power that is in control, whether it's the government or, and it seems like that the fingers always get pointed at them and things, but I'm just saying, it's something out there, and it's overall stopping, anything like positive from happening and stuff. So
let's talk about truly some of the most brainless people on the internet. A couple of days ago, a TikToker posted a TikTok of her covered in her own feces. In the video, she said, "I am so gorgeously covered, caked in feces, and I do this to glorify God, to put my ego into remission."
Oh my
whatever that means.
God,
now,
that
someone
is
on Twitter
disgusting.
said that she did this to support the Blackout Tuesday movement, but I don't know how. How are you supporting it? I honestly don't even want to try to associate these two things together, because that's just plain fucking disrespectful. Watching her video, she's hysterically laughing and seems a bit out of it. I don't think her intention was to support any type of movement. This was just a regular day for her. If you look at her previous TikToks, this person is crazy. She actually eats her own feces in a way to suppress her ego. Someone help me connect the dots. How in the world is she not banned from TikTok and any social media for that matter is absolutely...
I know, that's what I'm like, I made a meme. This is an ongoing meme everywhere. So TikTok got this thing, these like glasses filter things. So I put send nudes across it. I don't want nobody to actually send it to me, but it's just being a part of a meme. They took that video down, and you mean to tell me this woman she can eat whatever food she desires, waits about an hour, poops, instead of going to a toilet like 99% of the people in this world, she decides that she's going to grab it, smear it all across. No, that's some nasty stuff, man. Like imagine that you meet this girl, right? You go like, she's like your Tinder date, and you then like kiss this girl and all that stuff. I would sue her. I would honestly sue her, because I'm like, you had me kiss you, and you done rubbed your body in feces, dookie, caca, poop, and you just let it happen. You just know that, nah, I would sue her. I definitely would sue her, because I'm like, I am traumatized by that. I would sue her for like $10 million. I would go in there with a full body like cast. I'm like, I had to get my lips surgically removed, and I had to chop off my own hand, because knowing me, when I go, or no, like, I don't even know whether I'll give the girl a handshake or give her a hug and things, but that girl, I'm wearing a hazmat suit and we ever are in the same building.
Beyond me.
That
I
is
can't even talk
disgusting.
more about this. I'm literally.
I feel like that she'll definitely, I'm calling it, because I feel like me saying this and then she's going to see it, somehow it's going to get sent back to her. I'm going to be at one of these like YouTube events, right? This girl's going to walk up, she's going to run up on me out the woodworks and just grab a hold of me and hug me. I'm gonna probably forget and be like, what did she do that for? And then she's gonna be like, I'm the woman that rubs poop all across my body. At that point, I'm just going to fall down, scream, and cry. I am going to scream loud. I'm going to sound like a woman when I scream. I am telling you guys right now, I am going to just fall out on that ground and die. I'm like, I would tell somebody. They go like, bro, all she did was hug you. I'm like, take me to the hospital because I am dying right now. My body
getting
is
nauseous. Now let's talk
I would
about
rather
some tea and
dip
beauty
my hand in
community.
acid.
I swear these people need their own reality TV show. When I say the words beauty community and unnecessary drama, who do you think of first? I'll give you a second. Of course, Jeffree Star. He has once again got himself into drama that has nothing to do with him. I feel like every couple of weeks he tries to stay relevant by doing something just out of the ordinary. You released a controversial palette literally 3 weeks ago. Can you give other people some of the drama spotlight now,
Ashtray?
please? To give you a bit of backstory about what he did this week, we need to first talk about the fashion brand Dollskill. It's a pretty popular brand with over 3.3 million followers on Instagram. During the protests in LA, where some rioters were actually breaking into stores, police were sent out to, quote, protect these businesses. I won't talk more about their role as protectors, as they seem to be doing the opposite at the moment. Now, during these protests and arrests by the police, the Dollskill founder posted this photo with the caption, "Direct action in its glory, #Black Lives Matter." As you can see, it's a photo of armed policemen standing outside the Dollskill store. Obviously, people were not happy about this. People are confused as to why she's using the Black Lives Matter hashtag when posting a picture of the police. Is she calling the police the protesters? Is she siding with the police and not
it's like you overall trying to promote your business in a time like this. Like, that's just not the way. Like, you don't do that. I'm sorry. Like, if I'm going to use my platform to, promote like Black Lives Matter, I'm overall going to be talking about like Black Lives Mattering and things. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, like how could I even promote Black Lives Matter with my YouTube channel and stuff, like, but doing it in a cringy way. Like, I'm sitting here trying to think, like, I don't know, man, freaking I can't, or like it's like standing in front of cops while like, hey, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like, I can't think of a cringy way of doing that, but they somehow did, and they just, I just don't use your business for benefit or whatever and stuff. Like, it's just not the time. It's just not the time.
People weren't just upset about this, some also mentioned that the owner of the brand only started talking about the protests when this picture became problematic. As a result of this scandal, the brand posted these next few pictures on their Instagram. It said, "You are right to be upset with us. We were slow to show our support of Black Lives Matter and we should have done more. We've never spoken publicly because as a fashion brand, it never felt like our place, but we've learned that silence is complicit. It's not excusable."
Yeah.
Now, how does...
here's the thing, because freaking Call of Duty, there's this other game called Destiny 2, who else? Nike, Adidas. There's so many brands and places and just people that came out and spoke out about this. Why? Because there are black people that are associated with their businesses, and if they know that these black people were to get killed because of some cop, that's like taking a part of them. Like, that is. And so these companies, these businesses, these people, they're like, I do not want to see my friend or family get killed. So that's why you see the most randomest things, from video games to movies, the TV shows, to who else? Anybody, clothing brands. I'm telling you, the reason why you see them posting about Black Lives Matter, because they know that Black Lives Matter. They're not just saying it to be a part of a trend. No, they know some people where their lives matter. It does. So you could overall, it could be anybody. You use your platform for the good, like you ain't trying to use it to gain money and stuff, and that's overall what they did. There's just like a cash grab for them. brought them attention, and yeah, then they're like, oh, we're sorry, we didn't know. Like, it's too late. My thing is, it's too late for an apology and stuff. I don't bit my tongue trying to say that, but anyways, yeah, it's too late for an apology. Like, you overall put yourself, like, yeah, you put yourself in that situation, so you overall just gonna have to wait for the smoke to clear. But
does Jeffrey fit into all of this? Well, Jeffrey took it upon
straight up bit my
himself to
tongue,
DM
man.
the owner of the brand saying, "You are such a stupid f***ing cunt. Direct action is your disgusting and failing brand finally burning to the ground." But wait, it's not over yet. He then unsends this message and says, "Hope you have a beautiful morning and get a rubber bullet to the middle of your f***ing head."
Wow.
There are a lot more ways to educate someone and express your feelings other than sending them these vile and disturbing messages. Do I think the owner of Dollskill is in any way in the right here? Absolutely not. But do I agree with wishing to get shot with a rubber bullet? Again, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Especially at a time like this when there are actually people getting severely injured by this. I think Jeffrey forgot
like,
that.
there's a story not too long ago. There's like this disabled man in a wheelchair got shot in the middle of his forehead with a rubber bullet, and dude was like bleeding and stuff. So I'm like, bro, that's some serious stuff. Like, don't wish that on nobody. I won't wish that on anybody and stuff. Like, that's because if that person were to die, I don't know if they said there's any deaths or like any of that stuff of like the rubber bullets and things, but there's like people are getting hurt by these rubber bullets. So it's like they were to like post about, knowing if it was him, he wouldn't want nobody to say that about him and stuff. But
that he's walking on really thin ice after all his racist comments were resurfaced in 2017. By swearing, yelling, and threatening others, your voice will not be heard louder, Jeffrey. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I really want to know your opinion about all of this. Please let me know in the comment section down below. Like always, thank you guys for all the support.
Jeffree Star.
And until next time, please stay safe. Bye.
Jeffree Star, I don't really be paying attention to his videos and all of that. Yeah, overall, when he posts or like if I do hear anything about him, it's just like, alright, whatever and stuff. But I mean, I do hear some like controversial things about him, but I'm like, I don't let it get to me. I don't really care. Like, if I ain't like, not trying to be rude or anything about it, but yeah, like I don't care. And then Donald Trump, the man, like what that guy said, like he's an orange man. So I think that's all that could be established about him. What was what he said in the beginning of the video? Oh yeah, the rioting and the looting and stuff. Yeah, that, or Jake Paul. Yeah, Jake Paul, he's just one of those kids that just needs a timeout. Like, he just needs somebody to sit down and talk to him and stuff. Because it's like, bro, can't be acting like this online and then just think that it's cool and stuff and think that an apology is going to fix it. Like, I'm just telling people it's going to take more than an apology to fix these problems and stuff. So, anyways, yeah. It's like, just people, everybody just stop being cringy for like a couple of days, please. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Hot Tea for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.